Hi Pisces, welcome to your March 2018 tarot card reading. I'm Chrissy. Thank you for being with me. Just adjusting the light there. Hope all is well. Happy birthday, Pisces. I hope that this year is bringing you a lot of health, wealth, good things. I've decided to do your reading this month with the Tarot of Dreams deck. I've just been shuffling them for you. I haven't spread them out yet. But anyway, we'll go right into your reading. I want to pull your guidance first, which I have already previously pulled. So let's take a look. So the guidance for the month of March for you, Pisces, is shadow self. This is looking at the parts of ourself that maybe we need to look at this month, right? I think some of you might be looking at everything within yourself that you think is just not good, right? Putting yourself down, really looking at the shadow of what you see and how you perceive yourself and what you're doing to maybe get in touch with the shadow self to figure out the things that you need to figure out, maybe make some changes. And, you know, like when I see this card for guidance, it's like, it reminds me of the good, the bad, the ugly, right? All these things we see in ourselves. We have some great stuff, some good stuff, some bad stuff. We got to own it all. We have to own all of it, right? Let's take a look at this one. In love. Look at how beautiful this card is. So for the month of March, the guidance is to see love. That is definite message that I'm getting for you. Don't just see all the bad within self, right? Look at it. See the changes you can make. And see yourself as love. Love yourself first. Because when love is just beautiful. And you could be finding yourselves feeling a lot of love coming in the month of March. Right? And know that you deserve the love that's coming your way. Or that you're seeking out. So that's really kind of nice for guidance for this reading. So let's go into your reading and see what we have coming for that. Or with that, I should say. Alrighty. I think we got a good shuffle, good enough. So we'll give it one more. I don't usually shuffle on camera. Okay, I think we're good. I really shuffled them out. Okay, let's see what we have for you. King of Wands. Let's see what we have for Pisces. Just going to do a simple 9-card spread. Okay. Nice Wheel of Fortune. So we have 2 sixes here. We have a 6 of Cups and a 6 of Coin. Okay, so for your this is the Tarot of Dreams deck. So for your Palace of Wands, this is projects, work. I think some Pisces out there having a hard time or going through change of job, career. There's changes, huge change that's coming with the Tower. Now, when I see the Tower, I don't always consider it bad, but it kind of shakes up our world a bit when we see the Tower, okay? And it's right above the Palace of Wands with the 3 of Swords. So I think in March, you're going to, if you haven't been feeling some of this, you're feeling like you're just not getting enough work or there's not enough work in the work that you're doing. So the Tower is bringing the change that is desperately needed for you to be able to find a new job, new career. There's something new that's coming for projects and energy that's really bringing into you success. It's success because you know some of you might be stuck in a situation where you like the people around you, but you're really at a stalemate on a career or the job front. Okay, and what these cards are saying here is that you're going to complete a cycle and the change is necessary to bring you the world of success. So out of some anguish that you're going through, it's going to lead you to, you know, the world of happiness, success. For some of you, this could be like, you know, long distance leading yourself right into a career of like a change of long distance or working with other people in a different environment that's not where you're normally seated. That's what I feel like I need to tell you. I think you've been anguishing or really brokenhearted over work and stability and growth. And for some of you, you could have this King of Wands, which could really be a boss, or it could be anybody around you that is a Leo, Sag, or Aries. However, the way the King of Wands is in reverse there, he could be quite, a little bit difficult to deal with. But your Wheel of Fortune is here. It's spinning upright. This is all about Jupiter. I feel like you might feel that everything's in flux. Like if your job is in flux, you don't know what you want to do. There's changes that are taking place, which then again affects your stability and your security. And I think that you're going to, if you haven't been, you're going to be going through a little bit of a real challenge of, what you're going to switch to. So take the time, the space that's needed for you to really work through some of the stalemate situation. There are choices here for you, but it's you feeling as though it's a stalemate at this time. And I feel as though you're stuck in a situation that you just kind of, you don't want to wait, but you really don't know what to do with it. So when we have the upheaval of the Tower with our projects, our routine, our everyday existence, and there's kind of a hammer thrown in it, it really makes us step back and do the work of how we're going to make these fair and balanced decisions going forward to bring us the success that's here for you in this reading. But, some of you just have this sadness, heartbreak, and loneliness, and I feel like it's something that you're going to find that you get back, because new surroundings, new relationships, new people, change that takes place is very necessary in this Six of Cups. It's very necessary for you. You might not be feeling it or thinking it at the moment, but the energy is here for you to have luck on your side. And sometimes when we get that Tower, it's necessary change. Okay, some of you could be feeling like, it's all about you and you don't do anything right, especially in this shadow self with the guidance. So you're looking at yourself very difficult and hard, and you got to stop doing that, Pisces. You have to show the gifts that you have, bring them up, and really work on and do some energy work, meditation, the things that you need to do to love yourself, to know that you can move forward and move on, and it's not such crisis or panic. It's here for you. It's how you're going to internalize it all and how you're going to make it work for you. So I think for some of you, you're going to have a busy month, but I think there's going to be a circumstance that gives you some challenge, and it's going to leave you a little bit separated or sad. But I feel as though the Two of Swords is where you're finding that it's something that is coming up, and that you have to kind of adjust yourself and make changes that are necessary. So you're kind of riding it out. And I just want you to be prepared enough, mentally and emotionally to be able to work through the situation, to know that you do have the world of success. So there is something culminating for you. There's a chapter that's finishing out for you. And I think, I'm just going to pull a few clarifiers. So I think that you're very rooted into something. You're very anchored into something that you don't want the changes to. You don't want to change the status quo, but I think the status quo is going to be changed. Yeah, so I feel as though, there's good advice from a woman around you, and the Mice card is here for a clarifier. So, there could be some not so great people around that are kind of taking away your limelight, and some of it could be really not the truth. I'm going to pull a clarifier right on that tower card for you. Let's see. Yeah. So there's some gossip, there's some communication about a situation coming up. The star is here for you. And it's this is where the wisdom card comes into play. So you have people chattering, there's communication, there's talking. And you have to kind of, unwedge yourself from this anchor that's kind of holding you down to a situation that you need to break. You need to come out of it. It's only a matter of time. But I think for some of you, you just don't know what you want to do in the Two of Swords. The star is beautiful because it brings hope and bright prospect and such. It's bringing you an emotional sense of freedom and peace. With the star, it's like wishing on the star, and it's like you're getting your wishes granted, but you're not really ready for the change. When we get the owl card, it's all about the wisdom that we have inside. We know these things, right? We've learned the lesson. We know what we took from that situation that we have to bring forward. We're all that much wiser. Yeah, so there's definitely a loyal friend that's going to be helping you out, walking through some situations with you. But know all is well with that Wheel of Fortune, because it's going to lead you to something greater and something better. And I feel as though it's job-related in finances. This reading, anyway. There's more to learn. There's more secrets to come out with whatever this is. And let's take that King of Wands and let's clarify him. Yeah, so there's somebody around you that's kind of sneaky. All right, there's some underhanding things going on with a situation or a circumstance around you. There's talk or chatter around it, but all good things are going to come because you're aware of it, Pisces, okay? You're aware of it. And your main thing this month, and then we have the letter. So there's some communication in writing that's coming to you. And I feel as though the guidance cards, which is shadow, self, and love, your main theme for the month is going to be to really find the love. Now, whether this is relationship-wise, however this resonates, whether it's career or situations that have to do with friends or family, I feel as though it's more daily activity and work-related, but it depends how that sits for you. Note the shadow self. Don't put yourself down. Find your confidence. There is great stuff. There is more to learn. And you have the Wheel of the World and the Wheel of Fortune here. And I think the sky's the limit if you just let the change take place. And you feel the emotion of what the situation is all about. And you don't beat yourself up over it. You move forward. You move on. You pick yourself up. Dust yourself down, and you just go forward with that. The world of success is here for you. It's victory. So there's something you're moving on from that needs to be moved away from so that you can gain clarity and peace and land yourself right into the right situation with the right people, with the right friends, with creating more of an established emotional space. You get yourself centered and you find the love that is out there because you're feeling anguish, sad, and sorrow, right? With situations that are going on around you, and you can't sit in that. You need to pick yourself up and go forward from it. There's something that's going to come in writing for you, and I feel as though it's a good message. And I think it's going to take you right into the world of opportunity and success and victory. So hold that with you, Pisces. If there's anything that you're going through, if there's anybody out there that's going through anything with children or relationships that, you could find that your friends, your children are very loyal and good, and they're working with you through certain situations, young adults, friends. That's for some of you also. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I thank you for listening, subscribing. And if any of you would like to join me on patreon.com, that is a subscription where we do monthly and weekly cards. So if you'd like, you could join me on that. I will leave the link below. And until April, I'll talk to you all soon. You take care, Pisces.